I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
I want you to, as you see the title, uh, let me talk about the title first. Don't think this is a call for violence. That's not what this is about. This is a call for something else. So, but anyway, let's talk about it. They should never feel safe in disrespecting you. You got too many people decide to disrespect your manhood, your womanhood, your personhood, your citizenship, even your family. These people want to make it seem that there will be no consequences. I was talking to Man of Tomorrow. Shout out to him. Shout out to Man of Tomorrow. And Man of Tomorrow was talking about that they tear gassed the peaceful demonstrations in Mississippi. If y'all know about the young mother and that 1 year old who was shot and killed, right? Now I could talk about her actions, but I will not because something questionable, something she did was kind of questionable in my eye, but she's not the problem. The police are the problem. The police officers are the problem. Firing gunshots into over some diapers. And then this ain't blowing up on the internet. And I might need to go down there and find somebody to interview from Mississippi because this needs to be a nationwide story. Shout out to Man Tomorrow, by the way. This needs to be a nationwide story and not something. See, the problem is you are allowing certain people to disrespect you. Those on Twitter, those on YouTube, right wing media, even foreign media from a certain country in the Middle East. They all want to disrespect you, disrespect your history, and so forth. And then I see Jasmine Crockett being disrespected by the so-called white liberal. What's going on, Simply Deep? See you in the chat room. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see you. You see you on my Twitch. Shout out to you, man. But we got to make it not safe again. We need to start making disrespect not safe again. Judge Joe Brown, and I said this on Man of Tomorrow's channel. Oh, you doing good? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. So anyway, where was I at? We got to make it not safe for them to disrespect you. Now I'm not no pro black. I really, some people say I'm Big J, you anti-black. Y'all don't even understand what anti-black is, and why I criticize the pro-black movement. That's a whole. Let's take that out the way. I'm talking. I as a black man, and I as a black person, as a black American rather, I'm not going to sit here and let you white conservatives get on Twitter and demean. Well, there is a reason why I don't consider myself pro-black. There's a reason why. Because um well, I'll tell you why. No, you know what? Let me stop there though, simply deep. Let me stop there, right? Because my dating his history would tell you otherwise. Now, mostly I've been with black women, right? I've been with black women, right? You know. Um so but it's like a 50-50 black non-black women. So that's why I don't consider myself pro-black, because you know because it need to be, because the idea to be pro-black, you have to be of a certain look, a certain type. Psychopath atheists created that narrative. You know what? I'll let y'all have that narrative. All right. Because me, I see the big picture in all this. They don't. But anyway, that's why I'm gonna consider some pro-black. And the narratives, um the narratives that I see are counterproductive. So that's why I don't consider myself one. Um, oh, not pro-black like that, and not one of those Kemet. I understand, but I don't want to. I don't want to be named. I don't want to label myself something, and then somebody else is. You know what? You talk about that simply, D, because you know me for 15 years, right? You know me at least. No, wait, how long? How? Wait, you know me since 2013 at least, right? It's been a long time, right? You know me for at least 13, 14 years, right? Simply deep. You know what? Oh, let me show you a comment real quick. Let me show all the comments. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know me for a very long time, right? Um, the narratives of the rhetoric is counterproductive. So if there's a rhetoric that goes against my personal principles, that I don't want to be I don't want to be known as such. Okay. Um, because yeah, I want to be. Yeah, but anyway, having said that, but back to the point, people need to be, black conservatives need to be weary. They need to be rolled up on. Jason Whitlock, I'm using him as an example. He should not. Him being up in Dallas, working at the Glenn Beck Studios, he should not feel safe. Somebody should just roll up on him. Anytime he says something derogatory about a black person, somebody should anytime you go to a grocery store or a um, a store somewhere and berate him as he up in there. Don't put your hands on him. Don't do nothing to him, but you know, confront him in public. Anytime he says something about black people, confront him in public. Do that to Charleston White. Do that to, and I'm gonna say something about Judge Joe Brown, right? Because I think it's time. I think it's time for the treatment. I think we need to reintroduce the Johnson treatment. Okay, it's time to reintroduce the Johnson treatment. Um, and I'm being, yeah. Some people need to be rolled up on, and such. Tommy should be rolled up on. Obsidian needs, and you know what? Let me say something simply deep because I see you in the chat room. I received an email today. Oh yes, I received an email today, and I was going to show the email, but I find it very odd. Why do you manager niggas got my email? See, the manager need to be rolled up on too, though. So why do Obsidian got my email? How did Muma Obsidian Ali got my email? I don't email that nigga. Why you got my email, nigga? Right, right. He said, I think people like that feel comfortable disrespecting us because we kind of allow that in a way. Yeah, yeah, we do. And I blame black social media for it too because you got too many people who are trolling, but they want to troll other black people or the allies of other black people rather than trolling the right races. Yeah, but that was not good enough. That was not good enough for me, right? That was not good enough. Um, he got rolled up on twice, but wasn't good enough. There was no um there was it was left in open. But hold on, he said Obsidian probably got your email through somebody and gave it to, right. Because let me tell you what I received. You know what? Let me go on my email real quick. Let me go on my email real quick. I'll go ahead and read it. I find this odd. I don't give nobody my fucking email. But I do know. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Obsidian Talk Radio. Right? Yeah, it was BBC to me. It was BCC to me, right? Now I want you to understand it was BCC to me, not CC to me. Now I hope y'all understand the difference between seeing a letter or an email and what's a BCE, a BCC. So here is, I'm gonna screenshot it for I'm gonna screenshot this at a later for a later I'm gonna screenshot this email for how can I say it for a later date. You're cordially invited. Please use the secure access below to view your invitation. Now, and I'm glad that went into my spam. Because I was checking my spam because I was expecting another email. You seem like the type of dude that will turn a wild predicament into a funny story. Well, I said some funny shit though last night. Um, simply deep. I said some crazy shit though last night, and early this morning, Sunday morning rather, and that in itself was funny though, man. That was amusing. Uh, you know, predicaments out offline. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I'm saying, what is up with this weird ass email? I'm not, now it's in spam. I'm not unspamming it because I'm not clicking that link either. Well, at least you're not trying to hijack what I'm doing though. Simply, you know, at least you're not trying to hijack the live stream and make it about something else though. But anyway, back to the point. All right, um, like again, I'm not clicking that link from Obsidian, but I am going to screenshot it though, because I see some bullshit. I see, and it's the same bullshit what they did to Super Sly. You know, probably that same shit that did Super Sly over there. But anyway, um, we gotta make it uncomfortable for Black MAGA, white conservatives, even the white liberal, right? The white liberal. We gotta make it uncomfortable for three of those, right? Because and even the so-called pro-black, you gotta make it uncomfortable for them to disrespect your history, to disrespect putting out false information. Well, we need a black crime bill. There's already is one. Stop making a mockery of it. Right. I know. And I'm glad though it went on to spam. But I saw that. I said, wait a minute, what is that? Then I see it didn't say, it said it was from Obsidian. Two, when it says two, it didn't say anything. Who is two? Then it says to BCC. That let me know that was some bullshit about to happen. Somebody's on some bullshit. Like I'm supposed to hit there and click that button. Hold on. Like I'm supposed to click on that button and everything. Hell no, I'm not clicking that. Click on that link. That's why I have a alternative email address. I have an alternative email address, and I got a fifth email address. I got a fifth email address. That's for my other thing when I'm planning on doing the next 2 years. You know, so right, 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 right. It may not be Obsidian either. It may not be him. You know what? I'm starting to think though. Sorry, simply. I'm starting to think what I think. I don't think it's a manosphere person doing that. Because I don't, even though I might be the enemy of the red pill and the manosphere, understand this could be the BWE too. This could be the hands of the BWE. And if y'all don't know who the BWE is, the Black Women Empowerment Group, that's probably one of them over there, creating a fake email and try to see if they can do something. So it could be them too. You know, that's why I don't use Gmail anymore. I don't use Gmail anymore. Fuck that. Because Gmail is the reason why a lot of people got docs. By the way, Gmail docs you. Let me tell you how they do it. Right. If I email you on Gmail, right, 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 right. That could be them, right? If you use Gmail, right, and I only use Gmail for a couple things, that's it, right? But when you use Gmail and you put two and you click on it, it shows everybody else's emails, people you don't even even contact with. That's why I don't use Gmail no more as a primary. Uh, I only use it if I got to contact, you know, YouTubers and those who I'm trying to interview and such. But other than that, I don't. I leave. I don't contact other YouTubers with that email address. I don't. See, and you're not the only one, Femi. You're not the only one, Femi, because I see what they're doing to Queen. I see what they're doing to Queen. Queen just did I saw a video from Queen Son Kiss, and she was talking about YouTube is fucking up with her channel, and I'm looking at it, and I see it. I see it because I don't see, even though I'm sub to her, I don't see some of her shit until later on. Queen, pure butterfly was saying the same thing. I don't see you live until it's too late. Man of Tomorrow said the same damn thing 2 weeks ago. You know, Man of Tomorrow was saying that, was telling me that the other day. You know, so but yeah, yeah, like they're, yeah, YouTube is trying to I don't know what they're doing. I'm only speculating, right? I'm only speculating. I think and I believe they're trying to get some people up and out of here, or try to deny some people to succeed, or downgrade somebody's channels. That's what I believe was going on. They're trying to downgrade somebody's channels. You know? Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I don't see them. I'm sitting there like, and she's over talking about why ain't you watching it, and I'm like, I'm confused, and I think, okay, and I have to go right back. You have to actually search for it. Even though I'm sub to her channel, you got to search for her shit. You know, and that's some fucked up bullshit. See, I know what YouTube's doing, right? And this is why I agree with Sly. Shut the entire goddamn thing down. Shut all of social media down, because I gotta play that clip from Sly. I gotta play that clip from Sly because he said it better than I can. He can say it better than I can. You got people that YouTube only going to promote dysfunction, right? But that dysfunction goes against, and this is why I want a congressional hearing about this, right? They want the dysfunction, but the dysfunction goes against the terms of service in their community guidelines. See, Super Slide just did an interview earlier this afternoon. I mean, earlier today, right, or yesterday, right? Well, hell, it's yesterday now, since now is Monday now. But when I see, nobody watched it, nobody's promoting it. YouTube's not pushing it out there in that algorithm. But if you get me to talk about the BWE, or me talking about the manosphere, or me trashing some woman, or trashing me trashing a black woman, or me trashing a black man, people gonna watch that. I am now on TikTok. By the way, I shouldn't say this, but I'm on TikTok now. I'm trying to hold on. Shout outs to Super Slot Say 5, even though we had a minor misunderstanding. Right. Yeah. Yeah. If they shut this shit down tomorrow, I'm gonna look at it as a victory. I look at it as a victory. They shut this whole goddamn YouTube, Facebook, all that shit down. Well, I use my let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. If they shut everything down, uh, but I don't have no videos on TikTok yet. I'm trying to live stream on TikTok, but that's not. Uh, uh, TikTok has a I forgot what is the criteria to live stream on TikTok, because I'm trying to put it on my Screen Labs, on my not Screen Labs, my Screen Yard, and do content over there. You know, I'm trying to figure that out. You know, because I'm on Twitch. You know, well, I know I'm on Twitch because Simply is talking to me on Twitch. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I need 200 followers. Okay, okay, okay. I'll do something about that then. Okay, good, good. Okay, good. It's easy to get 200 followers on TikTok. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do that. And you know what? You know what? Since you said it for me, I'm gonna go ahead and I got an idea then. I got an idea to get 200 followers quick. Okay, I'm gonna get 200 followers. Okay, I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna start that on Tuesday because I'm busy tomorrow. Yeah, I'm busy tomorrow because I'm trying to fix on my work on my car. Um, I have to work on my truck too. The car's running, but I just I need to change something in that car though. But I'm trying to make my truck run. So I'm gonna be somewhat busy tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday morning. Uh I might transfer some things over and do that. Yeah, you know what? That's it. So I need 200 followers to live stream. Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do now, and I appreciate it. So yeah. Um. So yeah. So uh, anyway. But back to my topic. Uh. I think people like the real Dana. I think, and I said this on Man Tomorrow's channel. They need to be a boycott of real Dana for promoting um, Judge Joe Brown while Judge Joe Brown is having his old man dementia. You know, saying they'll trying to bury Carmelo Anthony. You know, or people like Dennis Sperling and them, or going out, this whole disrespect of Kamal Anthony in that case, putting out false information. You should not feel safe putting out false information. You should not feel safe just cooning and buffooning. There needs to be an economic. There needs to be a financial and economic uh, um, disaster. Soon as you jump in front of that camera, or jump in front, and open up your mouth about black people and talking about slavery isn't bad, or you know black people commit the most crimes while you see white people doing all the school shootings and shit. There needs to be an economic disaster, an economic consequence of people like that. When Charleston White says something like the whole coming after Carmelo Anthony's daddy, Drew Anthony. Even though I think Drew Anthony, well, you know what, I'm gonna leave that alone because I think Drew Anthony, right? Drew Anthony is an embarrassment. That man's an embarrassment. But when concerning Charleston White and Anton and Judge Joe Brown and Angry Man, there needs to be a financial consequence when they say stupid shit. What they've been doing, you add Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens to it, or Tamara, the black girl Tamara from Oklahoma. You got to have an economic consequences for being so anti-black. Even that African Frank from Benin, that African, you come over here to talk shit about black Americans. He needs to be there needs to be an economic consequences. No, not her, not her. There is a black woman. She's about in her 20s. She's like a Charlie Kirk supporter, and she's very jealous. Or well, let me say this: it appears that she's jealous of Candace Owens. She was down here. She was down here at the courthouse. I'm talking about in Texas, in Collin County. She was down here in Texas trying to um, be anti Kamala Anthony while she had a January 6th supporter hanging around with her and shit. No, they need to be economic consequences when you do coon shit. And the first thing he needs to do is to boycott Real Dana. There be no donations. And I'm gonna say something too. While we have it, y'all need to do that. Y'all need to do that to Sharon. Yes, I said it. When Brownsville got up on there on Sharon's channel and says that the black men of Collin County, Texas, are weak, and they should have taught Carmelo Anthony how to be a man. Y'all should not support that bitch ass nigga's channel. What are you talking about, Rooster? Well, yeah though, because she's turning on Daddy Trump. That's why she's turning on their daddy over there. She's turning on their daddy, and their daddy's Donald Trump. What's going on, George? You know, so yeah, don't make it comfortable. Make it unprofitable. You know. Um, and let me say this though. Um, I'm still pissed off from January. I'm still pissed off from January. Um, Speaking about consequences, let me say this about since January. I'm thinking about doing something crazy because the thing is, though, you're not going to disrespect me and get away with it. And that person knows who I'm talking about. And you're right. And you're right. You're right, George. They're getting the pats on the back. You know. Yeah, there has to be a movement at this point. And there has to be a movement at this point to make it uncomfortable for them to speak, to put out false information, all that. You know. Um yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know how to do it, but I think I have an idea, but um I don't know how to do it, but I do have an idea, but how to start it off, but I don't know if it's going to stay. I don't know if it's going to have legs because it's online, so I don't think it's going to have legs, but I think confrontation, direct confrontation is needed. All right, there should be direct confrontation. You know, so um, seen with Carmelo Anthony, the young black boy who's 1 year old who got shot in Mississippi, all that. Yeah, it should not be. Um, this is not a time to listen to April Chapman or Tamara, Candace Owens, Brandon Tatum, Angry Man, Charleston White. We should not make it get comfortable for them. You know, so right, right, right. You know, so yeah, the panderers, the racial panderers. So, but I'm gonna get off of here because yeah, I gotta work on this car tomorrow in the morning. It should be direct confrontation, but in my case, it would be nice. I'll be nice with mine, so don't confuse them. Yeah, 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 understandable. So yeah, so I'm a chill for right now because I got to work on my car um in the morning. Or I might take it to the shop in the morning, see how far I can get. Anyway. Um, let me get off of here. Y'all have a good night. To the gentlemen on here, have a good night, y'all. Femi. Uh, and Femi, we need that video from you. Femi, we need that video from you. Unless you got on TikTok. You know what? Let me give Femi my TikTok real quick. Let me see if I got my TikTok because I just created it. I just created my TikTok, so let me get my TikTok real quick because I hadn't done anything to it yet. Let me see here. Let me get my TikTok. Mhm. Yeah, let me get to my TikTok for Femi because hold on. Here it is. Here is my TikTok. Femi, it's nothing on there yet. There is nothing on my TikTok yet, but here it is. Here it goes. So yeah, but I want that video from you, Femi. I want that video. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I want that video from you. Anyway, yeah. But let me get off of here. Y'all be easy and um. I'll see you next time. I'm out.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.